What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sierato. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, I'm happy to have you because today we got a special video. I'm teaming up with my buddy Josh from Form Theory to turn a standard Tony Hawk skateboard into a solo leveling masterpiece. I'm looking to experiment with more diverse canvases, so not all videos going forward are going to be about shoes. Who really knows what I'm gonna paint? I don't know. Just gonna have to stay tuned and watch. Now, this collab kicks off that new direction with an old friend of mine that I met way back in the beginning of my customs journey. This is a bit of a new direction, but it's also a great intro into Josh's incredible spray paint work. Speaking of which, be sure to check out our podcast, Downloadable Culture. What's going on, gang? Welcome to DLC.
I'm Key. Nice to meet everybody.
Hey guys, my name's Mika.
SamCuts.BeMore,
where we feature new creators like Josh, and he has an upcoming episode where you'll be able to see the actual final product of this video today. But today, you're gonna see the part that I did, my contribution to the collab. So stick around to the end of the video to see how we paint this board, but to catch the final look with the trucks and wheels installed, plus see the live action where we sell the board, head over to Josh's episode on our partner channel, DLC. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it, and hit the like button. Y'all know what to do in this video right here. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'm trying to paint a skateboard, y'all. Let's go. All right, so first I'm gonna let the homie Josh do his thing to get us started. First, he's gonna remove these wheels and trucks and get us ready to prep this board. Give us the overall, the breakdown and the design here. What are we doing, and what are they gonna watch you do?
So basically, I got a galaxy going on. Got 3 different planets, 3 different shades, 3 different color schemes. Got the stars on there. Right now, I'm trying to do a shooting star, which is pretty difficult. Because if you spray it the wrong way, it don't work. They come off pretty easy. The ones that I bought. Because you don't have to get it all the way off, you just gotta get it rough, so the paint will stick.
Now that everything's prepped and sanded down, he's gonna grab the first can of primer here and go ahead and start laying down that base coat on the board. Then he's gonna grab the bowls in the black and start laying out the planets that he's got for his galaxy.
Here's where the fun begins. I got my layout.
Now he's gonna lay down the base coat for the planets themselves and get out some additional tools to help him, besides just the bowls.
That I don't already have enough paint on me.
Now my man is just kind of flowing here with his galaxy design. He doesn't really know exactly where he's going with it. It's very freestyle, so I'm gonna try to help him out as best as I can here with some ideas. Clouds might look good in space. Space clouds?
Space clouds.
A galaxy type thing.
It's that it's like an Adventure Time. What are the gas people or whatever? Fuck. All right, so tell the people what's the most important thing to know. What's one tip about being a spray paint artist here?
It's hot.
Don't work outside. There you go. And there you have it. Josh is done doing his thing, so now it's my turn. So it's time to go back to the studio and get it popping. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get on the computer and just figure out exactly how I'm gonna add to what he's already put on this board. I don't wanna cover up exactly what he's already done, but I wanna find a way to use this for my advantage and make the design cohesive across the board. Once I've got my images figured out, I'm gonna go ahead and print them, get my stencils ready, make those on the computer in Silhouette, and then cut those out and get them ready to stick to the board as well. I'm going to be using a combination of primer and finisher to make sure that the paint that's already been done on this board stays protected while I do the rest of this work, as I can't have Josh do it again. So that's going to be matte top coat here from Liquid Kicks, and of course the inner coat, which you'll see a little bit later. And of course I'm going to be using also the paint systems that Liquid Kicks has sent me, so their acrylic paint set, and I'm going to be using my Iwata HPC top feed airbrush, as well as hand painting the rest. Now I'm going to measure and cut out my stencils that I'm going to need, and I'm going to go ahead and lay down the base coat for our main character piece. Of course, it's going to be nice and big on the bottom of this board. I always keep extra pieces of vinyl lying around in case I need a small stencil or two. But while these are cutting, I had time to even whip out the mini board. Now, I'm pretty sure nobody's good at these, right? Now these are done cutting, you can take a look. This is what they should look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and separate each one of these, de-weed them, and then get them locked on the board in place where they need to. And then I'm gonna cut out my main character portrait here and place it on the board as well, so I can kind of make sure I put it exactly where I want to put it. I'm gonna use my Sharpies metallic one here for the darker areas where the black won't show up or the color won't show up. But I'm gonna use my Sharpies here to kind of mask off exactly where the portrait's going, so I can come back in with the white and do a nice base coat to get me started. I'm gonna be using this nice golden titanium white and just hand painting it in as best as I can according to the reference material I have. My drawing isn't lining up quite exactly, but that's good anyway because I need a little bit of overhang on the white here so I can get that nice glow around the character when I'm done. Then I'm gonna start just piecing in the actual proportions of the character and all the individual line work I'm gonna need to start filling it in with the paintbrushes. Now I'm gonna put a glow down in my designated areas for my stencils and grab my transparent paints here to make a nice outer glow around my guy for his aura and get our stencils ready to stick. I'm gonna go ahead and apply another inner coat layer on my board here to make sure that my stencils hold and the paint holds and no mistakes occur right now. Gonna do a little bit of layers every now and again just to make sure that everything stays in place. Then it's simply time to grab the black and lay it all in. We got a lot of black to do, so let's go ahead and knock that out and then we'll get on to the face structure. Now for the face and skin tone, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a custom mix here of a couple different paint brands to give me the colors I really like for this one. And I'm just gonna start laying everything in nice and easy. Gonna have to lay these on layer by layer by layer. It's a little bit of a different situation than the normal shoes that I work with, but I get to use the airbrush to help me compensate for, the larger amount of space I'm gonna have to cover on this canvas as compared to a shoe. I'm just gonna smooth everything out with the airbrush, add all my background glow in, and just make sure everything really pops. Now it's time to finally put these logos on. I had to basically wait until the end, which you have to do sometimes if you have a really multiple, layered, really complicated type of piece going on. But I like to do this in the beginning usually, but sometimes you gotta do it at the end. And lastly, you guys know the Sierato touch. My favorite thing to do is a little bit of lightning to tie everything together, make sure that cosmos and electricity and aura and everything is all, juicing together basically to create the final product. Then of course, lastly, I gotta sign this. All my original work gets signed, so it's time for you guys to check out the completed board. The only thing we gotta do after this is gloss it, but I'll leave that for another video. All right, so we're about to do the reveal, but real quick, if you guys haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and smash that thing for me, please. And of course, if you haven't told me what your favorite solo leveling character is, comment that down below. Help me out with the algorithm, and let's do this.
The end goal, obviously, is to make money. It's more about my passion for the artwork. It's another therapeutic thing for me, and I get a lot of satisfaction when people that I'm friends with on Facebook, or even like my girlfriend sending it to her friends and showing them, oh, look what he did. And like they're saying that it looks amazing, it looks great. As soon as I made a couple, I sent them to you and you're like, oh, this is dope. I was like, I'm in there,